Good morning, it's me. I got some of your questions. I thought I'd do one last update before I give birth, and I don't know if I'm gonna do one after. Probably won't. We'll see how it goes. Oof. If you can't tell, I'm very tired. Just constantly tired all the time now. Just a way of life. It's 36 weeks today. We're almost there. We're almost done. I guess we could just start with some of the questions here, and then we can get into some other things. One question was, would you ever do this again? I wouldn't say I'm gonna say an absolute no. It's not a hard pass, it's more like a soft pass. I just don't think this one was really hard on my body, muscle wise, I guess. My abdomen, like the top of my abs, it feels like I've pulled a muscle there, and they just hurt all the time, and so that's not fun. It's not comfortable. Anytime I try laying down or sitting, the top of my abs either go numb, or they start tingling, or they hurt, and she's constantly in my ribs. So it's a no, but there might be this big of a chance I would do it again. Okay. Next question was, how do you feel so close to birth? Excited. Yeah, I don't really know how, just excited. Not to just not be pregnant anymore, because if you've ever been pregnant, once you get to this stage, you're just kind of can it be over? But I'm just excited to see the family and their new little baby and everything. Is just all so exciting. And there's a second part to that question, is any regrets on not leaving the hospital with the baby? Absolutely not. I have 2 kids of my own. That's all I want. I have 1 boy, 1 girl. I don't want any more. I knew that when I was going into this. A lot of people ask me or say oh, I don't know if I could do that. It would be hard for me because I don't know if I could just give up the kid or whatever. But I know it's not my kid. Genetically, biologically, nothing about this kid is related to me in any way. And I know I'm helping a family become a family. So no, I don't regret not leaving with a baby, because it's not mine, and I don't want another one. Another question is, how did you find the place you went through to become a surrogate? So if you want to be a surrogate, you need to do a lot of research, and that includes Googling. If you have Facebook, there are tons of Facebook groups that you can just ask all the questions, do all your research. There's also Facebook groups that it's like a review page. So if you use a company, once you've completely finished with your journey and stuff, you can go and leave a review on the company you used, and whether you're the intended parents or the gestational carrier. So you can get both sides of the spectrum. You don't necessarily have to use a agency that's local to you. The agency I work for, or not work for, but the agency I went through, they work with people from Washington, Oregon, California, Colorado, Nevada, just probably all sorts of states for surrogates, and then intended parents. They work international, different states. Like, you don't have to be local to them. It doesn't have to be in the same state as you. It could be anyone. But the main places I would say to search is, you could Google like surrogacy agencies. There's a Facebook page. I don't remember what it's called. It's like, it's probably like surrogate agencies reviews, US reviews or something like that. And if you have like a couple picked out, you can like search the Facebook group and like read the reviews and stories and things people have left about them. And then another question is, how did you have to prep your body to become a surrogate? You really don't have to do any physical prepping. Like, you don't have to be in shape. There's a certain age limit. I think it's 35 or 45. You'd have to have at least one pregnancy that was relatively uncomplicated. If it resulted in like a C-section, that's fine. You're still eligible depending on how the C-section went and why it happened. So just relatively uneventful pregnancies with relatively normal deliveries. And then I guess pregnancy takes a toll on your body, so I personally would recommend being not like fit, not like your best, but like not a couch potato, because it's gonna make, if you've ever been pregnant, if you're not in shape or like you do regular exercise, like go for walks or, you know, just do like some regular exercises. I feel like that's why this pregnancy is so much, not so much worse, but it's worse than my other two, is because my first pregnancy, I just gotten out of the military. So I was actually in really great physical fitness condition. And then I had a job where I was standing and walking and like just being physical all the time. And I also went to college full time. So I was walking around campus, going to all different classes and stuff with my first. And I gave birth to him on his due date. My second, I lived in Hawaii. I was still in good condition, like fit condition, physically fit. I was physically fit. Is that what I'm trying to say? We went on hikes, we went on walks, we went swimming, paddleboarding, like, we lived in Hawaii, like it was hard not to be outside, right? And then here, I live in Washington now. I was kind of fit, but not super fit. This pregnancy, we moved here a little over a year and a half ago, I think. And while we were in Hawaii during like the whole lockdown and all that stuff, we had a home gym and we were working out. So like I was physically fit-ish. But if you've never been to Washington, it's kind of a depressing state. I apologize if you're from here and you're like, is that depressing? Well, it rains all the time. It's overcast. Sometimes I forget the sun exists. Like, it's not, like, for me, in Hawaii, it was nice to go out for a walk, even if it was like 80 or something outside. It was nice to just go for a walk with my kid. Here, you have to wear like 12 layers during like the winter and springtime, like fall to spring. It's cold, it's windy, it's rainy. Nobody wants to go outside and walk in that. No, thank you. Hard pass for me. So I think that's why this pregnancy was so much worse, not worse, but a little harder on my body than my other two, is because I wasn't keeping active as I was with the other two pregnancies. I hope that answers the question. I didn't really do anything to prep my body before any of this to become a surrogate. but once you become a surrogate and you make a match, then they do all the medication and stuff to prep you for implantation. I think those were the only questions. I don't know. Sometimes I don't understand Instagram. So if I missed your question, so sorry. Let me see. I think so. I don't know. Okay. I'm constantly out of breath. I don't know if you can tell. I'm like dying over here. Constantly out of breath. That's nice. Love that. To show the belly. She doesn't look that big, but I feel big. If you're the weird pregnancy belts, like the KT tape can be great. I'm kind of like slightly allergic to like adhesive, so it says the tape says you can keep it on for like 3 to 5 days or something, because it's kind of like water resistant, sweat resistant and stuff, but I can only keep it on for like 3 days and then I have to take it off. I rub coconut oil on the tape and then I take a hot shower, and it makes it a whole lot easier to peel off, and it doesn't hurt or rip your skin off. So if you need a tip for that. I tried, because I knew I was kind of allergic to the KT tape, and I was like, I wonder if I can just get like a pregnancy like band or something, and I saw someone recommend this brand. It's called Baobei, it's Baobei. Someone said they recommended this, so I went and I bought one. They only had it in this color. Like, they have a whole range of like skin tone colors. They have one lighter than this, and I think they have a darker one, and then they just have like a purple one. Like, it's like a completely random color. But if you don't know me in person, I'm a very like a small person. I'm only 5'4", and I usually only weigh like 110 pounds roughly. So I bought the smallest size, as small, right? First world problems, skinny people problems. It's still a little too big for me. As you can see, it's just a tube, right? I don't recommend this because it was expensive for what it is. It kind of fits in my midsection where the larger, but you taper, like your body kind of, it tapers, right? So like you're not as big up here as you are down here. So when you put this on, it's just a giant gap. Like, it just gapes. It's not like skin tight. It like gapes, and then it kind of like makes its way down and stuff. Yeah, for the price I paid for this, I wouldn't recommend it. Maybe you could find something on Amazon for cheaper, or find something better on Amazon for cheaper, because this isn't it. I'm still wearing it. I put my KT tape on, and then I usually wear this at night because, like I said earlier, my ab muscles are not as strong. And so when I lay down, I can feel it pulling on my ab muscles on one side. I've got the whole pillow under the tummy. This just kind of helps it all kind of stays in one place and kind of helps with that. So there's that. If you guys have any more questions, if you want to know how, like what do they call it? Like a labor and delivery story, or like how that all goes down, because it's not my kid, and like the logistics and stuff of it, let me know. I also know people like like, what are those? Hospital bag videos. Anywho, leave your comments down below. Questions, comments, concerns, what have you. Maybe I'll answer them. I probably will answer them. So yeah. Anyhow, have a blessed day.